are learning factoring. Don't worry if you don't know how to factor. A lot of kids struggle with this subject, but it is important for multiple math tests, including the SAT, ACT, PERT, and Mr. Duda's tests. Those are really fun too. Anyway, this will help you out greatly if you don't know how to factor, and maybe help you succeed later in your math career.
I'm pretty good at it. It took me a while to practice it and stuff, but I got better at it as I went along.
I'm pretty good now. Just remember that math is a foreign language and it takes a while to learn it. So you'll do great, I promise.
I'm okay. Once I learned FOIL, it was so much easier.
Yeah.
Yes, FOIL is an important subject in the art of factoring.
So here's an example of a factoring problem that you might encounter in your journey of mathematics. We have x plus 5 in parentheses and then x plus 2. And you use the FOIL method.
Once I learned FOIL, it was so much easier.
FOIL is first, outer, inner, last. So we'll take the first, so x with x is x squared, and then the outside is, and it's plus because it's positive, both are positive, plus 2x, and then inside is these two, is plus 5x, and then you have the last, which is 5 times 2, which is plus 10. So then you combine like terms, which are only these two, you get x squared plus 7x plus 10. And that is your answer. So in this example, we have, instead of just the parentheses, we have a polynomial x squared minus 7x plus 12. So now you just have to plug in things to find out what would equal minus 7 and plus 12. So we know that one of them, it has to be negative, and one, they also both have to be negative. So we know that both of them are x because x times x is x squared, and we learned about FOIL already. So then you do what can add up to this. So 3 and 4 adds up to 7, and then what is multiplied by that? So 3 times 4. So we'll put a negative 3 there, and then a negative 4 here, because 3 times 4 is 12, and a negative times a negative is a positive, so let's just check to make sure. First, outside, inside, and last. And then you combine these to get x squared minus 7x plus 12, so it checks. So this is the answer. Easy as that. Alright, in this type of problem, it's not as simple as a previous. We have a coefficient in front of the x, and so it's going to be a little bit different once we put it in parentheses, but we'll know that one of them has to be, well, basically we already know that it'll be 2x and x, because 2x times x is x squared. Now the tricky part is figuring out this, because it's not just simple multiplication. You have to actually place them accordingly, because they have to add up to the 9x and the 4. So they both are positive because we both have positive signs. So we'll try sticking a 1 and a 4, and we'll see what we get. So we have 2x squared plus 8x plus x plus 4. You see how I did that? It's just a little different. When you multiply the outside, it's a bigger number because the coefficient is in front. So then when you simplify it, it's the same as the original problem, so we know that this is the solution to the factoring problem. We couldn't use 2 and 2, Because if we use 2 and 2, 2x plus 2, and then x plus 2, it would be 2x squared plus 4x plus 2x plus 4. And that equals 6, not 9. So you can just do that by simple plugging in, but also if you think before you do the problem, critical thinking skills come in handy, as Mr. Duda always says. So that is the answer.
So with this problem, you can see that we have a cube right here instead of a square. So you have 3 parentheses instead of just 2. For this kind of problem, we're going to factor by grouping. So we group the first 2 together and the last 2 together. Then we look at the first one. What can we get out of both of these? Well, we can get x, but we can also get 2 x's. But we can't get any variables or coefficients in front. So it would be x squared, and then if you take 2 x's out of that, you're only left with 1x. Take 2 x's out of that, you're only left with 3. Then we look at this one. What can we get out of this one? Well, there's no x on that one. We can get a 2 out of both of them, though. So that gives us 2. Take 2 out of that one, you get x, and if you take 2 out of that, you get 3, because you divide it. So you always have to make sure that these 2 are exactly the same, or else you did it wrong, or you have to factor by another method. Then you take these 2, combine them, so it's x squared plus 2, and you take this, which is x plus 3. Okay, so let's solve it. By FOIL, so x cubed plus 3x squared outside, inside, plus 2x plus 6. And that's exactly what we got up here. So our answer is x squared plus 2 and x plus 3.
See, factoring isn't that hard. I hope you could take something away from our few examples that we did. Good luck.